Vacation Bible School. I'm very excited to come and tell you a story. I came all the way from Old Testament times to talk to you tonight. Has anybody seen my maid, Miriam? I asked her to come with me. I know she's here somewhere, but I just haven't seen her yet. Here I am, my lady. Oh, red beans. There you are. I was just about to tell these children a story. Tell them how my master found the Lord. Oh, yes, that's a wonderful story to tell them. First, go ahead, sit down. Let me tell you about my husband, Naaman. He's a captain in the army in Syria. He's a brave and mighty man, the bravest of them. But a while ago, he got sores all over his body, on his face, on his arms, on his back. It was awful. Well, nobody wanted to be around him because he was unclean, and they didn't want to get the leprosy too. And if they came near him, they were afraid they would get it. One day, my servant Naaman suggested that I send Naaman to go and see a prophet named Elijah in Samaria. Oh yes, the king's servant heard me and told the king. Yes, he told the king of Syria. And the king of Syria, he sent gifts, gold, silver, clothes, and Naaman to Jehoram in Israel. Jehoram was mad. He thought our king was going to start a war. Oh, yes, he was so upset because he thought we were trying to start a war. We didn't want a war. Well, Elisha heard about it, and he said, King, send Naaman to me. I'm a prophet, and I want people in Syria to know my God. Naaman took his horses and his chariot to Elijah's front door, but he didn't even come out. He didn't! He sent a servant out to the front door to talk to Naaman. Oh, Naaman was mad. Naaman was mad. He thought that Elijah would just come out and have God heal him. Yes, but the servant said, Naaman, you need to go to the Jordan River. Now, the Jordan River was dirty. And he said, go to the Jordan River, get in, bathe 7 times. He didn't want him to get in and bathe once. He didn't want him to get in and bathe twice. He wanted him to get in the dirty water and bathe 7 times. Oh, he didn't want to do that. He said, can I bathe in a clean river? Naaman did. He got in the river and bathed 7 times. But before that, he asked about that clean river, and he didn't even wait for an answer. He was so mad. He just said, can't I bathe in a clean river? And he ran off. Poor guy answer. He did. And the servant said, Naaman, if he asked you to do something great like give $1,000 to the poor, wouldn't you have done that? Isn't it so much better? He just said, go down to the Jordan River and bathe 7 times. Isn't that easier? That got Naaman thinking, and that's when he went down to the river, like you were saying. Tell me about that again. He went down to the river and bathed 7 times. He did. He got in that dirty river and he bathed 7 times. And then he came up and he was clean. His flesh didn't have sores on it anymore. He was healed. He didn't have leprosy anymore. Now that water wasn't anything special. And it didn't heal Naaman's skin. Because if it was the water, once would have done it, right? It wasn't. It was God. And Naaman had to have faith in God so he could be healed. Well, just the same as Naaman had something wrong, he had a dirty thing that needed to be cleaned, so do we. We all have sin in our hearts. And God sent his only son, Jesus, to come and die on the cross so we could be clean from that sin. And all we have to do is have faith and accept it. Just like all Naaman had to do was have faith and go and bathe. We don't have to give $1,000 to the poor. We don't have to do anything great. just faith. For by grace are we saved, through faith, not of yourselves. It is the gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast. Because it's not something we did, because we can't be proud of it. Oh, it's time for me to go. Come on, Miriam. You guys bow your heads, close your eyes, and listen closely to Sister Shasta and Sister Brenda.
What a great story we just heard, that God had healed this.